So I saw this braid design and I decided to do my own. So first we're going to part our hair into two equal halves, and then when you do that, you just make a weave, a small weave in the middle. You can make it one or you can make it two for the base of your dollar sign. So when you're done parting the line, you're going to weave it down. You just make two weaves or one weave down the head. So I made the second one because I wanted mine to be two weaves for my dollar sign braid. So once you're done with that, you're going to make a curve in the right hand part of the hair. So when you're done with that curve, you make another curve in the left part of the hair. That curve should be bigger than the first curve you made because you are trying to draw an S shape. So you just try to remember what an S shape looks like. The first curve is smaller than the second curve, so just make it have like a little diagonal line at the end of the curve. That's what I'm trying to do here. So you're going to see it. So this is it. The second curve is bigger than the first one. So when you're done with that, you make the third curve connecting the second one to the right part of the hair so that it will just come out like an S shape. So here I'm done with my third curve. And you just make a little line for the last part so that you can cross your S when you're done weaving. So that's what I just did. I made a little dash on my left part of the hair. So here we're done with pre-parting for our S for the dollar braid. So here we just start weaving. We weave beginning from the first curve we made in the hair. So here, while you're weaving, you make sure to curve into the second part of the S shape that we parted. So here I'm just curving, weaving it into a curve. As you can see, the first part of the S is already coming out. So when you're done with the second part, you weave it into a diagonal part or just weave it together into the third part of the curve. So as you can see, the S shape, the dollar braid is already coming out. When you're done with that, you weave it into the small line you made so it will be stable. So here we are done with our dollar sign, and we're just going to braid the remaining parts of the hair, that's into a two braided hair. So here I'm just weaving the braids together. This is the right part of the braid I'm just weaving. So here I'm done with the first part of the braid. I'm just going to do the same thing in the second part of the braid, and I'm going to make sure I incorporate the tail of the dollar braid into this left part of my braid. So here we're done with the two parts of our braid and the dollar sign, and this is what the hair looks like. It's very pretty. So I'm just going to add some beads. I use a gold bead and a rubber band for the bead. So I just put it in the hair and use the rubber band to band the last part of the bead to the hair. And I just did the same thing for the second part of the braid. So guys, here is a finished piece of hair, the dollar sign, two braids, and I'm very sure you like it.